Good evening, everybody. Good afternoon. Let's see if I'm getting. Good afternoon to you all. And I know that the playoffs are on, so if this is not well attended, that's fine. I anticipated that. We are recording, so um, you won't have any problem getting to the uh, to watch the replay. Okay, so I'm just going to try to get situated here, and let's see. We are going to. Uh, Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to get situated here. My mouse kind of cut off, or I cut it off accidentally, and that's why I'm a little flummoxed here. Okay. All right. So I think I'm fine now. Okay, my mouse is working, and I am going. I think I can turn on my camera now. So sorry about that. Just starting to, just getting a little discombobulated here. Good afternoon, everybody, and I want to welcome you to this afternoon. And I'm not going to be keeping you long. I really do want to kind of get into something that I've heard has been puzzling people about. We've got two things that are inside of both Webinar Fusion Pro and Genius Trainer Pro, and that is vMerge and aMerge, and they're both very similar. And I want to make sure that you understand it conceptually first, and then I want to show you how to use it. Now, one of the ways to look at vMerge, and in particular, now I'm a PLR creator, so I want you to understand this from the perspective of PLR. It is probably the best way to personalize PLR. And what I'll tell you is this, is that even when you have, let's say, even if you have a PLR that you might think is outdated, that's why I say you should never get rid of PLR, even if it's outdated, because the highest and best use of it, right, is for you to present it. Right, is for you to give a presentation, is for you to talk through it. And now with technology being the way it is, I mean, if you just use just what we're using right now, if you were to get on a Google Hangout and turn on your webcam, and then you were to record yourself talking through the points, talking through PLR, you are creating a unique product then. And that's really one of the real benefits then of vMerge and aMerge, because vMerge really allows you to get on camera, right? And I know not everybody wants to get on camera. And I personally, I'm not that kind of person. I don't necessarily even want to get on camera. But what I do recognize also is that I can connect a little more personally with you. You can connect more personally with your audience when you get on camera. And you'd be surprised that the things that you think are wrong with you physically, none of that stuff matters if you really have information that people want, right? So if you're concerned about, well, I don't really like the way I look on camera, camera adds 20 pounds and all that stuff, honestly, I honestly don't think people really care about that. So what you have to do is really just be yourself and just deliver the information and the content. Right. Let me give you an example. How many of you all are tired? I mean, one of the reasons why, and I thought about this today, news stations are struggling, right? They're struggling is because people don't want news anymore. They want information. In other words, yes, I understand, everybody likes to see a train wreck. So, you kind of like to see all the news that are, that's gonna, I don't know, get you all wired up, get you scared and all that stuff. But you get your fill of that stuff. People are not going to pay for that though, right? I don't need to pay for news. but people will pay for information because information will change people. Whether it's a lot of money or a little money, people will pay for information. If you've got information, people will pay for that. People are not willing to pay for news anymore, and that's why news organizations are struggling and going out of business. It's not just that it's the internet. It's the fact that we had our fill with news and we don't want to pay for it. So just so you'll know, you're in the right business. You're in the right business at the right time. And what you've got to do is find your audience, connect with them, and then help them by giving them information that's going to be valuable. Yes, you can bring software tools, all the other stuff. That's a way to do it. If you've got information that can help people, you can not only create a living for yourself, but you can create profit for yourself and help people at the same time. Now, this is what vMerge is. vMerge is you coming on camera, delivering content, and then having your slides play right alongside so that the person is not getting lost, in the shuffle. Because if you're a dynamic personality, right? If you're a dynamic personality, you can easily give a presentation, and you can easily give a presentation, and you can what can I say? You can get people mesmerized with you and not help them in any way, right? So and the goal is for you not to get people so caught up in who you are that they miss the information, right? So you want to make sure that you're able to do that, and vMerge will help you to do that. You can use aMerge in the same way, right? I prefer not to have to watch people, right? I prefer to listen. I'm auditory, right? If I hear it, I know it. If I watch it, sometimes I'm kind of in and out of it, and I might get taken away or I get sidetracked. Personally, I'm auditory. There's going to be some people who are your customers and your audience are going to be auditory. And so honestly, don't buy that you have to do video. It's not necessarily true. You can deliver some content with audio, and then aMerge will allow you to help those people by allowing the slides to play right alongside of the audio. Now, what you have to understand is that there's extra work involved to create aMerge and vMerge. Does everybody understand that? I don't want you to think that, it just happens automatically. But I also want you to understand is that there's value in it for the person who's listening and watching, right? So it's not easy to do in terms of it's going to take your time to do, right? It's going to take your time to put it together, but it's worth it for the people who are watching and listening. If that makes sense to everybody, the concept of aMerge and vMerge, I want you to put the 2 in the question box. If you understand what by the concept I've just tried to explain, you are putting together slides that are going to play along with the audio and the video, and it's for your customer. It's not for you. It's because it's going to benefit them, right? And it is going to take your time to do, right? And if you understand that going in, what you'll do is you'll create the kind of courses that people want to come back to. The value is not going to come. In other words, it may or may not sell your course, right? That vMerge or aMerge may not sell your course. What it will do is it will help you to connect with the person that buys your course, and you're going to help them, and they're going to be more willing to buy your second course. That's the concept here. So then, now that you kind of understand what I think is the big picture of this, let's get into how you'd actually do it. And it's going to be the same inside of Genius Trainer Pro and Genius and Webinar Fusion Pro. So I'm going to share my screen here, and I'm sorry if that was, I don't know, a little too much talking, but I want to make sure that everybody understands sort of what you're trying to do. Right. Yeah, exactly, Helen, because everybody's learning style is different. And, it's interesting. My daughter, she's probably of what you might call the millennial generation. Right. And so she wants to show me something, and she wants to show me a video. And and sometimes I say, no, don't show me a video. I don't want to watch anybody talking. I don't want to watch anybody explain it to me, even though I like to create videos. I prefer, right? I prefer to have something that I can kind of look at and scan. But I know there are tons of people who would rather watch a video. And so what A merge and V merge does is it allows you to do both for everybody all in one space. Right? So now I want to I want to kind of let's I want to kind of bring you into look at manage videos, right? Your manage video screen in Genius Trainer Pro. I'm going to size this up for you. And one of the things you're going to notice right away, and we've been over this a couple of times, is I've uploaded this video, right? This is an MP4 video. It's part of the NCIS series, and I've uploaded this video. Now, one thing I'll tell you is that with the NCIS system, the best way to do this is for you to be on camera and deliver the content, and then for you to put the slides up, right? That personally, that's the way I think you should do it. Now, you don't have to do that. It's easy to do it with videos. They've already done video, but I think that you should deliver the content and then have vMerge play alongside of you. That then is a unique product. If you allow their content to play, it's not as unique and it's not you, and that's not going to bring people back to your next product, if that makes sense. Okay, so now that's just me kind of editorializing. Okay, so now you looking here at a video that I've uploaded, and one of the first things you're going to notice is if I go to vMerge with this, right? If I go to vMerge and I click Set Up vMerge, right, and I say I want to select the document NCIS Basics Product Launch 2, if I try to select the time, what you're going to notice right away is that the time will not select, right? It won't let you select a time. It'll let you select a slide, but not a time. And the reason that it won't do that is because we haven't decided what the length of this is, right? So one of the things that we have to put in, we have to tell Genius Trainer Pro, excuse me, is we have to tell Genius Trainer Pro how long this video is, right? Does that make sense? So what I have to do is I've got to determine how long the video is. And I'm going to show you how to do that. It's an easy way to do that inside of Windows. Typically, you know, if you just kind of look at it in Windows, you can do that. If I go inside of Windows here, what I can do is there are a couple ways to do this. Let me size this up for you. I think I can size this up. Can I? I think I can. Let's see if I can do extra large icons. Will that do it? Okay, so now one way for me to do this is I can just go to this video. I'm going to right click it. I'm going to go to properties. Right, when I go to properties, I can go to details. And the details should tell me how long this is. It should give me the length. Okay, this one does not. Or does it? Am I looking for it? I can't see. Okay, there it is. Okay, so you see here that this video is 26 minutes and 17 seconds. Right? Does everybody understand what I've done so far? Excuse me. If you kind of get that, please put the number 3 in the question box. Okay, so all I've done is I've gone to the video and then I'm finding the length. Right? If you understand that part, please put the number 3 in the question box. And then I'm gonna keep moving. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to now take that length of that video. I'm gonna go back to Genius Trainer Pro, right? And I'm going to click this button that says enter the length. And then I'm going to put in here 26 minutes, 17 seconds. I'm going to click save. Then Genius Trainer Pro knows how long the video is. So then what I want to do then is I want to go in and then set up my vMerge. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to select a document. And what you're going to notice here is that now I can select the time. Does everybody see that? Does everybody see the difference between the time when you put the length in there and the time when you don't? So if you see that, please put the number 4 in the question box. So now what I need to do is I've got to select the timing for each slide, right? I've got to select the timing for each slide. So I'm going to automatically start with the first slide, and I'm going to pick add command, right? So this slide is going to appear on the first second. So as soon as the second vMerge is inside of Genius Trainer Pro, Sue. If you go back, and if vMerge is basically what allows me to have a video playing and have my slide presentation playing at the same time right alongside of me, right? Okay, so now there's only one way to do this, folks, right? And this is what I'm telling you is a time-consuming part, and you're doing this for your customers, right? And so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go through the video, and in this video we will be talking about the no-cost product launch, and this is part number 1 product. You'll learn how to create. Okay, so the question is, your digital product around. Okay, so now you see this. This says that the first slide happens when. Can everybody see? You probably can't see that. Okay, this says right down here, the time says 21 seconds, right? It said the time has 21 seconds. Yeah, we may do that, Samantha. We may do that. Yep, but that's a good point. Okay, so now the 21 seconds is where that first slide happens. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to add slide 2 at 21 seconds. Yep, and I'm going to add the command. Okay, so, and then I'm going to come back. I want to use to collect your buyer leads with, and then learn how to the problem with a solution. Group of people that have selecting that niche market, because that is so important. Solutions. So product, all the free methods used for the, so product launch step number 1. Okay, so this comes in about 1:26. Slide 3. I'm going to change this to 1:26. And then I'm going to add the command. Okay, so now what's going to happen is that when the video starts playing, what will happen is these slides are going to change alongside of the video. All right, so I want to ask you 2 questions at this point. Do you now see why the best option would be for you to deliver the content in your video, right, on camera, right? So that's my first question. So when I kind of ran off at the mouth at the beginning of the session, and I talked about why I thought that you should deliver your content on camera, right, with your slides playing alongside with you, with the timing, right? Does everybody understand at least why I said that, even if you don't want to do it or even if you don't necessarily agree? Do you understand now why I said that? If you understand why I said that now, please put the number 5 in the question box. And then I want to ask you a second question. So if you understand at least why I said that, even if you don't agree with me, and even if you don't want to be on camera, if you understand why I said it, please put the number 5 in the question box. Okay, great. Yeah, because it really, if you really want to personalize your content, if you want to personalize your PLR, right, then this is the way to do it, right? You can rebrand PLR all day. I mean, if you want to, have different graphics done, honestly, and here's what I'll say about this. I know some of you all personally, and I know all of you all have different markets, right? And some of you are going to connect with people in a different way than I could connect. And so because of that, coming on camera is going to allow you to connect with, I dare you to say that you're going to connect with your audience better off camera than on. I don't care how much you stumble or stammer over your words or anything like that. I dare anybody to say that you are not going to be able to connect with somebody on camera. Okay, you know what, Sue? You know what? I don't know where you. Yeah. I'm not sure where you're starting. If you send me send me an email and then tell me where you're starting, I'll tell you what to start watching first. I'll kind of give you an idea what you should start first. Okay, so so that's how you do vMerge, and for the most part, A-merge works the exact same way, right? You need to listen to your audio. You need to determine when the slide should come, and then you add in the slides. Now, the best time to do this is while you're creating your video. So if you're creating a video on camera, then that's the time for you to create your timing so that you can do this all at once. Right? Does that make sense? Okay, so does everybody understand what I mean when I say that? So the best time to write down the times at which your vMerge slide should appear is while you create the video. Right? If that makes sense to you, please put the number 6 in the question box. Now, I want to talk a little bit about, I want to tell you about a few things I've talked to you about before, about the tools I think you need. I'm going to go on camera here. And you may have, even if you have a webcam, I'm going to suggest as soon as you can fit this in your budget, I'm going to suggest a Logitech 930E. Right, and I'll tell you why I suggest that here in a minute. I'm going to pull it up here on Amazon. And again, I'm not out to just try to. Now, if you don't want to buy, if you want to, don't not get started because you don't have the Logitech 930E. Please, that's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is that, as soon as you make enough to just kind of cover this, use some of your commissions, use some of your product money to get one of these, right? And I'll tell you why I say that. You can look at the reviews after. You look at the reviews after, we get off the call. Okay, I don't need to review. Trying to retrieve my account. I don't want to retrieve my account. Okay, now the Logitech 930E, that is the camera that I am using right now, and this webcam, the reason that I think it's one of the best is because the resources run inside of the camera and not on your computer. So that means that your computer is not going to get bogged down with latency, because I can use an old Windows 7 laptop with this powerful camera. And this camera is very clear, and it is good enough to do fantastic videos. It shoots in 1920 by 1080, which is the highest resolution that you can possibly shoot in, right? And so I'm gonna jump on camera for a second. This camera is the one I'm using right now, right? What you see behind you, this, right? This, I did this in Screencast University, and I'll tell you this again. This is called a shoji screen, right? And the shoji screen will allow you to set up. It gives you a nice backdrop for your camera, and then will allow you to project, pretty much what you want to project while you're there, right? So those are two things. I think a shoji screen, you can get them on Craigslist. There are probably people around your town selling them for little or nothing. And then this Logitech, though, is what I think that if you're gonna get a camera, right? If you're gonna get a webcam to do your V-merge, this is obviously the best that I've seen that works with Windows. They're probably, now people who use Macs, they probably have something built into their laptop that's as good or if not better. That's now in terms of your lighting. Right now, everybody has different solutions for lighting, and all I would tell you is that, I mean, if you go down to your hardware store, and you get a clamp, it's called a clamp lamp, just like one of these little silver deals. I'm gonna try to find one so you can look at it here. Let me see. I tend to have one lying around. And a clamp lamp is like $4. Get some fluorescent lighting. And I'll come off camera to show you this to you. This is what I use. Okay. Clamp lamp. You can put a bunch of these around where you need them. These are, I think they might be $6 at Home Depot. Fluorescent light is cheap also. Excuse me. If you want to soften up this light, you can put some white nylons on here, and that'll soften up that light. But typically, you can get some white light, soften it up with a white nylon, use a clamp lamp, very cheap lighting system, and the clamp clips on just about every place because the light is rotatable. So these are really flexible, really cheap way to do lighting. When you get ready to have a professional studio, I'd say go for it. But until then, a clamp lamp, a lot of them, wherever you want them, along with this camera, right? The Logitech 930, I think you can shoot fantastic videos for your V-merge. Okay, so, all right, so Dane is asking the question, it seems as V-merge requires precise timing with your script and your slides. I would not say it requires. Okay, so here's what I would say to that, Dane. You have to keep the person who's watching in mind, and so you don't want to be too far off, right? You don't want to be way out there. If you want it to help the person who's watching, right? So when you're done with your timing, you can always go back and adjust this. Right. So let's say that you start watching your presentation and you don't like it. Well, you come back and then you change the slide presentation. Yeah. Okay. So Helen is asking, you have a light kit with umbrella lights, and so how do you alleviate shadows? It is my understanding, Helen, that there are three positions, and somebody who's probably more, there could be somebody who's on the call that knows a little bit more about this, but here's where the way I have read this, and I will actually find a link for the next call that I do next week, where you need 3 points on your lights. You need one at the top, kind of shining down from the top right, one shining down on your face from the top left, and then one shining on you from the back. Right, and all the umbrella does is it softens the light. So what I was talking to you about, putting the white nylon on top of the clamp lamp, that's what the effect of the umbrella softens the light. but what will hide the shadows is the positioning. And so there's a 3-point positioning that is, I think it's considered to be standard for people who are shooting their own videos. If you look up that 3-point system, Helen, on Google, I'll find a link for what I know. But if you look up that 3-point system, you can configure your lighting in a way that will hide the shadow. Well, okay. Okay, that's a great question, Dane. So if you change the timing of one slide, do you have to change the timing of the following ones? And the answer to that is no, because each individual slide, as you can see, is timed exact. So in other words, this isn't going to throw off. So if I change this to 22, this isn't going to throw off this one, right? So I just delete this one and I add a command for another one. Does that make sense, Dane? Right. So yeah, that's a great question, and it will not throw off the timing. Okay, so what I just showed you is the same way you're going to do this in Webinar Fusion Pro. It's the same way you're going to do it in Emerge, right? Whether you use Webinar Fusion Pro or Genius Trainer Pro. So let me go inside of Webinar Fusion Pro. Okay, so you see in vMerge, you're going to have your documents, right? And so when I go inside of my webinar, I'm going to select, right? I don't even know if I have any in here. I don't use a lot. I don't use vMerge a lot in Webinar Fusion Pro. I use Webinar Fusion Pro pretty much as you might imagine, right? So let's just upload a document here. I'll choose a file. I'll see if I can find one here. Here's one that Dwayne did. I don't want to use his. Copying off of. All right. Here's one I did a long time ago. Okay, so I'm going to submit that. Okay, it's going to take a little bit to upload. My resources are kind of okay. My resources are kind of I may not have the memory to do this, so I'll try it anyway. We'll try it. Oh, I need to write the name in here. So on and so forth. Okay. Okay, so there's my PowerPoint there. And then what I do is I go inside of my create my webinar. And then for this one, let's say I decide to do a recorded webinar. And then I went and got let's say an audio or video, or just any one of these here. And then I decided I was going to use this, right? And I saved that. Oops. Okay, so now now I have my I have my vmerge document in there, right? So now what I need to do is I need to program my Fusion bot. Actually, no, let me go back here. So we've got the vmerge in there, and so what we need to do is we need to program this. And I'm gonna try to do this so that I'm gonna have to close up a few things here. Let me try to close up a few things here. Okay, I don't think I'm going to be able to to do this. I have not I have not seen that, Dane. I will take a look at that though. I was not aware of that, so I'll take a look at it and see if I can do that. If there's something we can do. Okay, so Helen asks if you've got a question. Okay, question about the sales templates. Created a sales page for your product, but couldn't find a way to add a place near the bottom of the template to add an image of your product. Okay, your product appears in a sales video. Is there a way to add an additional element in the template when all the elements are already in use? Okay, so Helen, so are you talking about an existing template for Genius Marketing Pro? So you're talking about a sales page that's already there? So you're talking about an existing template and not a drag and drop template. I get it. Okay, no, the templates that are existing don't have a lot of customization to be added to them. Now there are some drag and drop templates that have some elements already there, right? And so those are going to be the ones where you've already got some elements, but they are the drag and drop, right? And so in that case, okay, yeah, send me the number of the template that you chose. And then what is it that you, yeah, send me the number of the template you chose, and then I will take a look at it. I'll have our programmers take a look at it. Will the sales page be okay just to have the product appear in the video? I think it really depends on what you're selling, but I will say this. You can have, if you're going to use a sales page, right? Where are you looking to add the image of the product? Were you looking to add it at the bottom, or are you looking to add it someplace in the actual sales page? Okay, and while she answers that, okay, so just above the buy button. Okay, yeah, send me a copy of that template, and then I'll take a look at it. Typically, the templates do not have a lot of customization. The drag and drop templates are the ones where you can customize. So if it doesn't say drag and drop on there, there isn't a lot of customization you can add to it. The existing templates are pretty much just there for. But send me a copy of it, and then I'll take a look at it. It might be something we can do with it, or something I can figure out, and then I'll let you know. But otherwise, for the most part, Helen, the ones that are not drag and drop are standard. Yep, I get that. Okay. All right, it's about 4:45, everybody. And I know I was going to cover sales pages. I'll try to cover that another time. I probably went a little too long on vMerge. I will come back and do the vMerge in Webinar Fusion Pro. And Dane, with respect to the issue that you've mentioned, I'm believing that that could be an issue on my end, which is why I have a new system which I'm trying to switch over to, that I think will clear up that issue as far as my webinars are concerned. Because I know some of my recordings have been lagging. That's really why I went and bought a new system. So I think that's less a function of either the internet or even my camera or anything like that. I think that could be a function of my system. So I'm trying to switch over this weekend, and I'm thinking that at least in terms of my webinars, that will clear. I think that'll be different once I finally finish moving into my new system. I just have not had time to actually move everything over. So okay, I think that tonight, and actually, Helen, uh, uh, a good place to start, Sam, would be, um, do you mean what video, Sam? What I would do is, it could be Gareth, although I've had perfect videos before. And then as time went on with the system I have right now, they just started to lag. I think, Garrett, I mean, I can't be quoted on this, but I think it is my system. I think that's what it is. What I would do, Sam, is I would start with video 1, and then I would take the resources that are there, and then I would organize those videos, and I would start by uploading them and using a naming convention, right? And I talked about that before, and I would start by I would start by uploading using the naming convention, like, and I think I let me go back to that. I'm just going to tell you the way I do this. And let me see. I'm just going to log back into my account here. Yeah, and I would say that I'm going to size this down. When I upload the videos for NCIS, I start with 0001. And for me, that means course number. So I could have up to 999. Right. Yep. And then I would name the videos that, and then put an identifier for the course, and then a second identifier for the content of the video. And then every document that goes with that video, I would name it the exact same, and do the exact same naming convention for the documents, for the PowerPoint, and for everything that you're going to do. And then so that's, to me, the first step. Upload your content, and then you start to create your course, right, in Genius Trainer Pro. That is step 2. And you organize the course according to the way you want to experience it. If you want to have some of that course dripped, or if you want to have some of it, if you want to have it appear all at once, so you organize that course in Genius Trainer Pro. Then you create your sales system in Genius Marketing Pro, or JVZoo, or whatever the case is. Now, once you start creating that system, right? If your course is unique enough, then I would start to look for people that you might want to promote it, people that would be interested in telling their following about it, and honestly, affiliate marketing, most of the world does not know, right, about affiliate marketing. How many of you all are involved with BNI in your city? Right? How many of you all are involved in BNI? So if you're involved in a networking group, I can probably tell you that most, if not all, of those people in your networking group have no idea or no clue what an affiliate marketing program is. And if you told them that they could make money by selling your course, right, then it happens automatically and the money goes into your account, they'd promote your course, right? Most people just don't understand affiliate marketing. And so one of the things that I would encourage everybody to do in 2016 is to train affiliates, right? Teach people how to do affiliate marketing, but don't teach people how to do affiliate marketing so that you teach people how to do affiliate marketing so they can promote your course, right? So you teach people affiliate marketing, but then you want them to promote your course. So most of the world doesn't know anything idea about that. If you start learning how to do affiliate marketing, so you start training them, and you train them so they can promote your course. I think there is a limit, Samantha. I think it's I want to I don't want to say exactly. I want to say I think it's maybe, I think it could be 3 gig. I'm not sure, but I will find that out, Samantha. I know how to get a hold of you. I will find out, and I'll actually state that in my next call. So I will get back to you, but I will actually, on the next call, and I'll be on with Dwayne on Monday. So if I'm not there, then just remind me or Dwayne, and we'll talk about it. Right. Well, I guess what I'm saying is that, Gareth, most of the people in your world would like to be able to make more money, right? And one of the ways that they can make money would be to become an affiliate. And one of the reasons why you want to have your own product is because you want them to promote your product. I'm pretty sure you can have an affiliate marketing course. You can have a course about doesn't have to be about necessarily about let's say about how to do what you do, right? Because you're obviously, you can't give medical advice in the course, but I'm sure that there are things that you can teach about, right? That you can have affiliates for, right? So no, I would teach about medical practice, but just about anything that you want to teach that would not get you in any legal trouble, right? There are people who would, and I guess you could, right? You could teach people about affiliate marketing, right? Most people, if you just walk them through the basics of affiliate marketing, right, they would probably, it would blow people's mind. Most people have no clue about this stuff, right? And so most of you all on this call are trying to slug it out in markets. Absolutely, Samantha, right on with that. Most of us, I don't put myself above you in this way. Most of us try to slug it out in markets that are really competitive when you have a market where you're an army of one. Most of us, right? But it's a matter of, and one of the things you want to use Genius Trainer Pro to do is to educate people, right? When you educate people and you show them what this really means, I'm pretty sure that people would be willing to pay a little bit of money for all the value that they're getting. I've seen it. Right. And here's how you test that. I'm gonna close out on this. The next time you're at a function or a party, just start telling people about how they can monetize their expertise, how they can create a course and how they can sell it, right? Based on stuff they already know. I guarantee you'll be the life of the party, and that you will be this guru and this genius. And people will say, wow, if you have not, you probably experienced that already. Most of you on this call, you probably already experienced that. If you tell people what it is you do and how they could make money doing some of these things, you'd already be a guru. You're in your market, in your circle, in your local area. I'm almost 100% sure. I can't guarantee you, but I'm almost 100% sure that in your circle, you're already a genius if you told people what it is you did and told them how they could do it. Okay, everybody. Well, again, if you're missing the playoffs, I'm sorry. I will cut out now for the. I'm going to do a very, very, very brief call for those of you who are involved in the product creation challenge. At 7, we're going to go over sales pages and how to create them. Right, very, very, very brief, and that's going to be it. I do the call tomorrow on sales. Dwayne's going to do the call tomorrow on sales, and then I'm out until the summit's over. Right, so I'm gonna kind of be there taking notes. Fantastic. Yep. Well, Samantha, you know how to reach me. So just just for everybody, for your reference, easiest way to get me is always by email. I may take a day or two to respond sometimes, but that is the fastest way to get me. I need to learn to like Facebook. I don't. I don't like Facebook. And routine me, my Skype is on fire. So Skype isn't even the best way. I mean, I have people who can get me on Skype, but even if I take a day or two to answer you, email is the fastest way to get a hold of me. So, all right, Cheryl. Well, I'm a fan. So my team's out of it. So I'm not. I don't even. I'm lukewarm toward the playoffs this year. All right, everybody. Well, thank you very much for being here. Have a great night, a pleasant tomorrow. Take care.